Let us begin by understanding that the world you see around you, the circumstances of your life, and the experiences you encounter daily are nothing more than the outward manifestation of your inner conversations. Yes, you heard that correctly, your inner conversations. The way you speak to yourself, the thoughts you entertain, and the beliefs you hold dear are the very architects of your reality. Many of you may find this concept challenging to grasp at first. You may ask, Neville, how can my inner dialogue shape my external world? To this I say, open your minds and hearts to the truth that has been hidden in plain sight since the beginning of time. You are not merely a passive observer of life, but the active creator of your destiny. Consider for a moment the power of your imagination. It is the most magnificent gift bestowed upon humanity. Yet so few truly understand its potential. Your imagination is not some fanciful daydreaming tool. It is the very workshop wherein you forge the reality you desire. When you engage in inner conversations that align with your deepest desires, you are, in essence, planting the seeds of your future experiences. Now let us delve deeper into the art of speaking to yourself in a way that attracts all you desire. The first step is to recognize that your consciousness is the only reality. All that you perceive in the outer world is but a shadow, a reflection of your inner state of being. Therefore, to change your world, you must first change your consciousness. Begin by identifying the desire that burns within your heart. What is it that you truly want to experience in this life? Is it abundance, love, success, or perhaps a sense of profound inner peace? Whatever it may be, hold that desire in your mind's eye and become the focal point of your inner conversations. Once you have clarity on your desire, you must learn to speak to yourself as though your wish has already been fulfilled. This, my friends, is the crux of the matter. Your inner conversations must reflect the state of having already attained your desire, not the state of wanting or lacking. For instance, if your desire is financial abundance, your inner dialogue should not be, I wish I had more money, or when will I ever be financially secure? Such conversations only reinforce the state of lack and want. Instead, speak to yourself in this way. I am so grateful for the abundance that flows into my life effortlessly. My financial security brings me peace and allows me to bless others. Do you see the difference? In the first instance, you are speaking from a place of absence, whereas in the second, you are embodying the consciousness of already having received your desire. This shift in your inner conversation is nothing short of miraculous in its effects. Now, some of you may be thinking, but Neville, isn't this just self-deception? How can I speak of having something when my current reality shows me otherwise? To this, I say you must understand the true nature of time and reality. The future is not some distant point you are moving towards. It is a present possibility you are choosing now through your state of consciousness. When you engage in these new inner conversations, you are not denying your present circumstances. Rather, you are choosing to align your consciousness with the version of reality you wish to experience. Remember, your outer world must conform to your inner conversations. It has no choice in the matter. This is law. Let me share with you a personal experience to illustrate this point. There was a time when I desired to travel to Barbados, my homeland, but lacked the means to do so. Instead of dwelling on my inability to make the journey, I began to engage in inner conversations as though I were already there. I would walk the familiar streets in my imagination, feel the warm Caribbean breeze on my skin, and hear the voices of loved ones welcoming me home. I persisted in this inner conversation, speaking to myself as though my desire had already been fulfilled. And do you know what happened? Within a matter of weeks, against all apparent odds, I received an invitation from my family, complete with the means to make the journey. The outer world had no choice but to reshape itself to match my inner conversation. This, my dear friends, is the power that lies within you. It is not reserved for a select few. It is your birthright as a creative being. You have been given dominion over all things through your imagination and your ability to choose your inner conversations. Now let us address an important aspect of this practice: persistence. Changing your inner conversations is not a matter of repeating affirmations a few times and then wondering why your world hasn't transformed overnight. It requires a complete revision of your habitual thought patterns and the way you speak to yourself throughout your day. You must persist in your new inner conversations until they become your natural way of thinking. This may take days, weeks, or even months, depending on how deeply ingrained your old patterns of thought are. But I assure you, the rewards of this practice are beyond measure. As you persist in speaking to yourself in alignment with your desires, you will begin to notice subtle shifts in your outer world. Opportunities may arise that were not there before. People may respond to you differently. You may find yourself inspired to take actions that lead you closer to the fulfillment of your desire. These are all signs that your new inner conversations are taking root and beginning to reshape your reality. Do not be discouraged if the full manifestation of your desire does not appear immediately. Remember, the outer world may take time to fully reflect your inner changes, but be assured that it must and will conform to your new state of consciousness. Another crucial aspect of speaking to yourself in this way is the feeling associated with your inner conversations. It is not enough to merely repeat words in your mind. You must feel the reality of what you are saying. Emotion is the secret ingredient that gives life to your inner conversations and accelerates their manifestation in the outer world. When you speak to yourself as though your desire is fulfilled, allow yourself to feel the joy, the gratitude, the sense of accomplishment that would accompany the realization of your wish. These feelings are the prayer, the bridge between your inner world and the outer reality you seek to create. Let me emphasize this point: feeling is the secret. Your emotions are the language of your subconscious mind, and it is through your subconscious that the creative power within you operates. When you combine your carefully chosen inner conversations with the corresponding emotions, you create an irresistible force that must externalize itself in your world. Now, some of you may be wondering about the role of action in this process. Should you simply engage in these inner conversations and wait for your world to change? The answer is both yes and no. Yes, in the sense that your primary focus should be on maintaining the consciousness of your wish fulfilled through your inner conversations. And no, because inspired action is often a natural consequence of this new state of consciousness. As you persist in speaking to yourself in alignment with your desires, you may find yourself naturally inclined to take certain actions. These actions will not feel forced or burdensome. They will arise spontaneously from your new state of being. Trust these impulses and act upon them, for they are the bridge between your inner world and your outer reality. Remember, the actions themselves do not create your desire. They are simply the means through which your desire manifests. The true creative power lies in your consciousness, in the way you speak to yourself, and the state of being you choose to embody. Let us now address a common concern that many face when beginning this practice: the apparent contradiction between their inner conversations and their current circumstances. It is natural for doubt to arise when you look at your world and see no evidence of your desire. But I urge you, do not give in to these doubts. Your current circumstances are nothing more than the fruit of your past thoughts and inner conversations. They have no power to dictate your future unless you grant them that power through your continued attention and belief. Instead of being swayed by what your senses show you, remain faithful to your inner conversations that align with your desire. This faithfulness to your inner conversations, despite contradictory evidence in the outer world, is what I call living in the end. It is the art of inhabiting the state of consciousness where your wish is already fulfilled, regardless of appearances. This unwavering faith in the reality of your inner world is what transforms it into your outer experience. As you practice speaking to yourself in this new way, you may encounter resistance from your habitual patterns of thought. Old doubts and fears may surface, attempting to pull you back into your former state of consciousness. When this happens, do not fight against these thoughts or berate yourself for having them. Instead, gently but firmly return to your new inner conversations. Think of it as training a puppy. When the puppy wanders off, you don't punish it. You simply bring it back to where you want it to be. Treat your mind with the same patience and persistence. Each time you catch yourself engaging in inner talk that contradicts your desire, lovingly guide your thoughts back to the conversations that align with your wish fulfilled. This practice of vigilance over your inner conversations is not about forcing positive thinking or suppressing negative emotions. It is about consciously choosing the state of consciousness you wish to inhabit. It is about recognizing your power as the operant power in your reality and using that power wisely through your chosen inner conversations. As you become more adept at maintaining these new inner conversations, you will find that your outer world begins to mirror your inner state with increasing fidelity. The people in your life may respond to you differently, reflecting back to you the new concept you hold of yourself. Circumstances may align in ways that support the fulfillment of your desire. Synchronicities may occur that seem almost magical in their perfect timing. These outer changes are not coincidences or strokes of luck. They are the natural and inevitable result of your shifted consciousness made manifest through your persistent inner conversations. Your world has no choice but to reflect back to you the state you have chosen to occupy in your imagination. Now let us address an important point: the nature of time in relation to the manifestation of your desires. In the world of Caesar, time appears to be a linear progression from past to future. But in the realm of imagination, where all creation takes place, time is fluid and malleable. When you engage in inner conversations that align with your desire, you are, in essence, collapsing time. You are bringing the future state you desire into your present moment experience. This is why it is so crucial to speak to yourself as to implique yourself, as though his whole wish is already fulfilled, not as something that will happen in some distant future. By doing so, you are not merely affirming a future possibility, you are claiming a present reality in your consciousness. And it is this present reality in consciousness that becomes the seed of your future experience in the world of Caesar. This understanding of time and consciousness liberates you from the tyranny of waiting. You no longer need to anxiously anticipate the fulfillment of your desire, for in your inner conversations, it is already accomplished. This state of calm assurance, of knowing that what you desire is already yours in consciousness, is incredibly powerful in accelerating the manifestation of your desire in the outer world. As you practice speaking to yourself in this new way, you may find that your entire perception of reality begins to shift. You may start to see the world not as a solid, unchangeable entity, but as a fluid, responsive mirror of your own consciousness. This shift in perception is profoundly liberating, for it places the power to shape your life experience firmly in your own hands. You begin to understand that every person and every circumstance in your life is there to play a role in the grand drama of your consciousness. They are not obstacles to be overcome or separate entities acting independently of your desires. Rather, they are aspects of yourself, reflections of your inner state, perfectly positioned to aid in the manifestation of your reality. This understanding leads to a profound sense of peace and empowerment. No longer do you see yourself as a victim of circumstances or at the mercy of external forces. Instead, you recognize yourself as the author of your life story, crafting your reality through the power of your inner conversations. As you continue to speak to yourself in alignment with your desires, you may notice another interesting phenomenon. Your desires themselves may begin to evolve and refine. As you experience the fulfillment of one desire, you may find that new higher aspirations take its place. This is the natural progression of spiritual growth and expansion. Do not be alarmed by this evolution of your desires. It is a sign that you are aligning more closely with your true self, with the infinite potential that lies within you. Continue to apply the same principle of inner conversation to these new desires, always speaking to yourself from the state of wish fulfilled. Now let us address a question that may have arisen in your minds. What about the desires of others? How do my inner conversations affect those around me? This is a profound inquiry that touches upon the interconnected nature of consciousness. Remember, the entire world you perceive is a reflection of your own consciousness. Therefore, the people in your life with their apparent separate desires and wills are ultimately playing roles in the drama of your consciousness. As you shift your inner conversations and thereby your state of being, you will find that others naturally adjust to reflect your new state. This does not mean you are controlling or manipulating others. Rather, you are experiencing different aspects of yourself, different states of consciousness, played out in the people and circumstances of your life. As you speak to yourself in new ways, embodying the consciousness of your wish fulfilled, you will find that others naturally conform to support this new state. This understanding releases you from any sense of guilt or fear about imposing your will on others. You are not changing them. You are changing yourself. And as you change your experience of the entire world, including the people in it, changes to match your new state of consciousness. Let us now explore another crucial aspect of speaking to yourself in a way that attracts all you desire: gratitude. Gratitude is not merely a polite social convention. It is a powerful creative force. When you speak to yourself with gratitude, as though you have already received your heart's desire, you align yourself with the very frequency of fulfillment. Incorporate gratitude into your inner conversations, not as a technique to get what you want, but as a genuine expression of appreciation for what you know is already yours in consciousness. Speak to yourself with phrases like, "I am so thankful for the abundance that flows into my life effortlessly," or "I am grateful for the perfect health and vitality I enjoy every day." This attitude of gratitude creates a receptive state of consciousness, opening you up to receive the good that is already yours. It aligns you with the natural flow of life's abundance and accelerates the manifestation of your desires in the outer world. As you practice speaking to yourself in this new way with gratitude and the assumption of your wish fulfilled, you may encounter moments of doubt or impatience. This is natural, especially when your outer world has not yet fully conformed to your new inner state. In these moments, it is crucial to remember that your inner conversations are the cause and the outer world is the effect. Do not make the mistake of looking to the outer world for evidence before you believe in the reality of your inner conversations. This is backwards and will only perpetuate the old state you are seeking to change. Instead, persist in your new inner conversations regardless of appearances. Your faith in the reality of your inner world is what gives it the power to reshape your outer experience. Think of it this way. Your inner conversations are like seeds planted in the fertile soil of your subconscious mind. Just as a gardener doesn't dig up the seeds every day to check if they're growing, you must not constantly question or doubt the efficacy of your inner conversations. Trust in the law of your own being, knowing that what you plant in consciousness must inevitably bear fruit in your experience. This brings us to another important point: the role of detachment in the process of manifestation. While it may seem paradoxical, cultivating a sense of detachment from the outcome can actually accelerate the realization of your desire. This detachment comes from the deep knowing that what you desire is already yours in consciousness. When you truly embody the state of your wish fulfilled in your inner conversations, you no longer feel the anxious need to make it happen. You are able to relax into the certainty that your outer world must and will conform to your inner state. This relaxation, this letting go, allows the creative forces of the universe to work on your behalf without the interference of doubt or anxiety. Incorporate this sense of relaxed detachment into your inner conversations. Speak to yourself as someone who is calmly certain of their good, not as someone desperately trying to make something happen. This calm assurance is incredibly powerful in bringing about the manifestation of your desires. As you continue to practice speaking to yourself in this new way, you may find that your entire concept of who you are begins to shift. You start to recognize yourself not as a limited, physical being subject to the whims of fate, but as a spiritual being with infinite potential, crafting your reality through the power of your consciousness. This expanded sense of self brings with it a profound sense of responsibility. You begin to realize that every thought, every inner conversation is a creative act. This realization may cause you to become more mindful of the way you speak to yourself, not out of fear, but out of a deep respect for your creative power. Embrace this responsibility with joy, knowing that it comes hand in hand with the power to shape your life according to your highest aspirations. Let your inner conversations reflect the best of who you are and who you wish to become. Speak to yourself as the person who has already achieved all that you desire, who embodies all the qualities you admire. As you do this, you may find that your desires themselves begin to elevate. No longer content with merely accumulating material possessions or achieving worldly success, you may find yourself drawn to higher aspirations. Your inner conversations may begin to reflect a desire for spiritual growth, for making a positive impact on the world, for expressing your unique gifts in service to others. This evolution of your desires is a natural part of the journey of consciousness. As you experience the fulfillment of your initial desires, you naturally expand into greater expressions of your true self. Embrace this growth and continue to apply the principle of speaking to yourself from the state of wish fulfilled, no matter how lofty your aspirations may become. As we draw this discussion to a close, I want to emphasize once more the incredible power that lies within you. The way you speak to yourself, the inner conversations you entertain, are the very fabric from which your reality is woven. Choose these conversations wisely with intention and awareness, knowing that they are shaping your world in every moment. Remember, persistence is key. The transformation of your outer world may not happen overnight, but if you remain faithful to your new inner conversations, it must and will occur. Trust in the law of your own being, in the creative power of your consciousness, and know that as you speak to yourself in alignment with your desires, you are setting in motion forces that will move heaven and earth to bring about their fulfillment. Go forth now, my dear friends, and begin to speak to yourself in this new way. Embrace the consciousness of your wish fulfilled, live from the end, and watch in wonder as your world transforms to match your inner state. You are the operant power in your reality, the author of your life story. Speak to yourself accordingly and attract all that you desire. Imagine, if you will, that the universe is not some distant impersonal force, but rather an intimate part of your very being. It is the canvas upon which you paint the masterpiece of your life, responding to every brushstroke of your imagination. To learn how to talk to the universe is to master the art of creation itself. Let us begin by understanding that your thoughts, your feelings, and your deepest beliefs are the language through which you converse with this infinite intelligence. Every moment of your day, whether you are conscious of it or not, you are engaged in a continuous dialogue with the universe. The question is, are you speaking the language of lack and limitation, or are you articulating a symphony of abundance and possibility? The universe, in its infinite wisdom, does not judge your desires. It does not deem one wish more worthy than another. It simply responds to the vibration of your being, to the unwavering certainty of your imagination. When you learn to align your inner conversations with the outcomes you desire, you tap into a power that can reshape the very fabric of your reality. Consider for a moment the times when you have wanted something deeply. Perhaps it was a new job, a loving relationship, or a sense of inner peace. Did you approach these desires with a sense of lack, constantly affirming to yourself and the universe that you did not have them? Or did you embrace the feeling of already possessing that which you sought? This, my friends, is the crux of effective communication with the universe. It is not enough to merely wish for something. You must assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled. You must live from the end, experiencing in your imagination the joy, the satisfaction, and the gratitude of already having received your desire. Let me share with you a fundamental truth that has the power to transform your life. The universe knows no distinction between what you vividly imagine and what you consider to be reality. Your imagination is the very workshop wherein you forge the instruments of your future experiences. When you imagine with feeling, with conviction, you are literally shaping the course of events to come. But how, you may ask, does one begin this practice of imagination? How does one learn to speak so convincingly to the universe? The answer lies in the art of revision and in the cultivation of a disciplined imagination. Revision is the process by which you rewrite the script of your past and present experiences. If you have encountered a situation that was less than desirable, do not let it calcify into a fixed point in your personal history. Instead, reimagine it. See it play out in your mind's eye exactly as you would have wished it to be. Feel the emotions associated with this new version of events. Let every fiber of your being resonate with the joy and satisfaction of this revised experience. By engaging in this practice, you are not merely indulging in wishful thinking. You are actively recalibrating your relationship with the universe. You are demonstrating your power as a conscious creator, showing the universe that you are no longer willing to be a passive recipient of circumstances, but rather an active participant in the shaping of your reality. As you become more adept at revision, you will find that your natural state becomes one of positive expectation. You will approach each day with the certainty that wonderful things are unfolding for you. Shift in consciousness is profound, for it alters the very frequency at which you vibrate, attracting experiences that resonate with your new state of being. Now let us delve deeper into the practice of disciplined imagination. Your imagination is not merely a playground for idle fantasies. It is the most powerful creative force at your disposal. When you learn to direct your imagination with purpose and precision, you are literally programming the universe to respond in kind. Begin by setting aside time each day for focused imaginal work. Find a quiet space where you can relax and allow your mind to become receptive. Close your eyes and begin to construct in your mind's eye a scene that implies the fulfillment of your desire. Make it as vivid and as detailed as possible. Engage all your senses. If you desire a new home, feel the texture of the doorknob as you enter. Smell the fresh scent of your favorite flowers arranged in the entryway. Hear the sound of laughter echoing through spacious rooms. As you construct this scene, allow yourself to become fully absorbed in it. Do not merely observe it as a spectator, but step into it as an active participant. Feel the emotions that would naturally accompany the realization of your desire. Let joy, gratitude, and a deep sense of fulfillment wash over you. This imaginal act is not a mere rehearsal for some future event. It is in the deepest sense the event itself. For in the realm of imagination, where all possibilities exist simultaneously, you have already received that which you desire. Your task now is to remain faithful to this imaginal act. to return to it night after night, impressing it ever more deeply upon your subconscious mind. As you persist in this practice, you will begin to notice subtle shifts in your outer world. Circumstances will begin to rearrange themselves, almost magically, to bring about the conditions necessary for the realization of your imagined state. People, events, and opportunities will appear in your life as if summoned by an unseen hand. This is the universe responding to your inner conversation, to the unwavering certainty of your imagined reality. But remember, my dear friends, that this practice requires patience and persistence. The seed of your desire, once planted in the fertile soil of your subconscious mind, must be given time to germinate and grow. Do not dig it up every day to see if it has sprouted. Trust in the unseen forces that are working on your behalf. Your role is to maintain an unwavering faith in the reality of your imagined state. This faith is not a blind hope that something might happen in some distant future. It is a deep knowing, a profound certainty that on a level beyond physical sight, your desire is already fulfilled. As you cultivate this faith, you will find that your entire perception of the world begins to shift. You will start to see evidence of your desire manifesting everywhere you look. This is not mere coincidence. It is the natural result of your aligned inner conversation with the universe. Let us now explore another powerful aspect of communicating with the universe, the use of affirmative prayer. Unlike traditional forms of prayer, which often come from a place of lack or supplication, affirmative prayer is a declaration of that which is already true in the realm of imagination. When you engage in affirmative prayer, you are not asking the universe for something you do not have. Instead, you are acknowledging and giving thanks for that which is already yours in the invisible realm of potential. This form of prayer aligns you with the creative power of the universe, allowing you to speak your desires into existence with authority and conviction. Begin your affirmative prayers with phrases such as, "I am so happy and grateful now that," or "Isn't it wonderful that?" Follow these openings with statements that describe your desire as if it were already a present fact. Feel the emotion of gratitude wash over you as you articulate these statements. Let every word resonate with the certainty of your imagined reality. As you make this practice a regular part of your day, you will find that your entire being begins to vibrate at the frequency of your desires. You become a living, breathing affirmation of the life you wish to create. The universe, ever responsive to the signals you emit, will begin to mirror back to you the reality you have so clearly defined in your imagination. But let us not forget, my friends, that effective communication with the universe is not a one-way street. It is not merely about broadcasting your desires into the void. It is also about developing the ability to listen, to attune yourself to the subtle guidance that is always available to you. This guidance often comes in the form of intuition, those quiet hunches and inner promptings that seem to arise from nowhere. As you cultivate your relationship with the universe, you will find that these intuitive flashes become more frequent and more pronounced. They are the universe's way of directing you toward the path of least resistance to the manifestation of your desires. Learn to trust these intuitive nudges. Act on them, even when they seem to defy conventional logic. For in following your intuition, you are aligning yourself with the infinite intelligence of the universe, which sees the bigger picture and knows the shortest route to the fulfillment of your desires. As you become more adept at listening to this inner guidance, you will find that your life begins to flow with an effortless grace. Doors will open where before there were walls. Synchronicities will abound, as if the entire universe is conspiring to bring you exactly what you need, exactly when you need it. Now let us address a crucial aspect of communicating with the universe that is often overlooked, the importance of detachment. This may seem paradoxical at first. How can you be detached from something you desire so deeply? The key lies in understanding that detachment does not mean indifference. It means releasing your grip on the how and when of your manifestation. When you cling too tightly to a specific outcome or timeline, you create resistance. You send a message to the universe that you do not trust its infinite wisdom to bring about your desire in the best possible way. This resistance can actually slow down or even prevent the manifestation of your desires. Instead, cultivate an attitude of relaxed expectancy. Know with absolute certainty that your desire is fulfilled in the invisible realm, and trust that it will materialize in the physical world in divine timing. This state of relaxed expectancy allows the universe to work on your behalf, orchestrating events and circumstances in ways that your limited human perspective could never conceive. Remember, the universe has access to infinite possibilities. By remaining open and detached, you allow it to bring about your desire in ways that may far exceed your original vision. You may find that what manifests is even better than what you had initially imagined. As you practice this art of detached manifestation, you will discover a profound sense of peace and trust in the unfolding of your life. You will no longer feel the need to control every aspect of your experience. Instead, you will move through life with a sense of excited anticipation, knowing that wonderful things are constantly unfolding for you. Let us now delve into another powerful technique for communicating with the universe: the use of symbolic representation. The subconscious mind, which is your direct link to the creative power of the universe, thinks in symbols and images. By consciously choosing and working with symbols that represent your desires, you can bypass the critical faculty of your conscious mind and impress your intentions more deeply upon the subconscious. Choose a symbol that for you represents the fulfillment of your desire. It could be an object, a color, a number, or even a simple geometric shape. Infuse this symbol with meaning through your focused attention and emotion. See it in your mind's eye, associated with the feeling of your wish fulfilled, and carry it with you throughout your day. You might wear jewelry that incorporates your chosen symbol or place representations of it around your living space. Each time you encounter this symbol, let it serve a reminder of your commitment to your desire. Feel once again the emotion of having already received that which you seek. This practice creates a powerful feedback loop between your conscious intentions and your subconscious mind. Over time, the mere sight of your chosen symbol will automatically evoke the feeling of your wish fulfilled, reinforcing your communication with the universe and accelerating the manifestation process. Now, my dear friends, let us address a question that often arises when one begins to seriously engage with the practice of conscious creation. What about the desires and free will of others? How can we communicate our desires to the universe without infringing upon the autonomy of those around us? The answer lies in understanding the true nature of creation. When you imagine a scene that implies the fulfillment of your desire, you are not manipulating others or bending them to your will. You are simply aligning yourself with a version of reality in which your desire is fulfilled. The universe, in its infinite wisdom and creativity, will bring about the circumstances necessary for the realization of your imagined state in a way that honors the free will of all involved. Your task is not to dictate the specific actions of others, but to hold steadfast to the feeling of your wish fulfilled. Trust that the universe will orchestrate events in a way that serves the highest good of all concerned. This approach allows for the manifestation of your desires while maintaining respect for the divine spark within every individual. As you deepen your practice of communicating with the universe, you may find that your desires themselves begin to shift and evolve. This is a natural and beautiful part of the process. As you align more closely with your true self and the infinite potential within you, you may discover that what you once thought you possessed pales in comparison to the grand vision that now unfolds before you. Embrace these shifts in desire. They are signs of your spiritual growth and expanding consciousness. The universe is guiding you toward experiences that will bring you the greatest joy and fulfillment. even if they differ from what you initially set out to manifest. This brings us to another crucial aspect of effective communication with the universe, the practice of gratitude. Gratitude is not merely a polite response to receiving something you desire. It is a powerful creative force in its own right. When you cultivate an attitude of genuine gratitude, you align yourself with the abundance of the universe. Begin and end each day by counting your blessings. Take time to truly feel grateful for all that you already have in your life. This practice shifts your focus from what is lacking to what is present, abundant and beautiful in your experience. As you do this, you will find that more and more things come into your life for which to be grateful. Moreover, practice gratitude for your desires as if they were already fulfilled. Give thanks for the perfect job, the ideal relationship, the radiant health that you seek to manifest. Feel the emotion of gratitude as intensely as you can, knowing that in the realm of pure potential, your desire is already a reality. This practice of preemptive gratitude is one of the most powerful ways to communicate your desires to the universe. It aligns your entire being with the frequency of abundance and receptivity. The universe responds to this vibration by bringing you more experiences that match this feeling of gratitude and fulfillment. As you become more adept at communicating with the universe, you will find that your life takes on a quality of magic and wonder. Synchronicities will abound. You will find yourself in the right place at the right time, meeting exactly the right people to assist you on your journey. This is not mere coincidence. It is the natural result of your aligned communication with the infinite intelligence that permeates all of existence. But remember, my friends, that with this power comes responsibility. As you learn to consciously create your reality, it becomes increasingly important to examine your deepest beliefs and intentions. Are you creating from a place of love, abundance, and a desire to contribute to the greater good? Or are you motivated by fear, lack, or the need to control others? The universe will respond to whatever seed you plant in the fertile soil of your subconscious mind. Therefore, it is crucial to cultivate thoughts, beliefs, and intentions that are in harmony with your highest self and the greatest good of all. As you do this, you become a powerful force for positive change in the world. Your very being radiating love, joy, and abundance to all those around you. Let us now explore the concept of living in the end. This principle is at the heart of effective communication with the universe. To live in the end means to inhabit, in your imagination and your emotional state, the reality where your desire is already fulfilled. It means to think, feel, and act from the perspective of already being the person who has received that which you see. This practice requires a radical shift in consciousness. Instead of seeing your desire as something in the future that you must strive and struggle to attain, you recognize it as a present fact in the invisible realm of potential. Your task is simply to align your thoughts, feelings, and actions with this already existing reality. Begin by asking yourself, how would I think, feel, and act if my desire were already fulfilled? What would my daily routine look like? How would I carry myself? What kind of conversations would I have? Then, to the best of your ability, begin to embody these states in your daily life. This is not about pretending or engaging in wishful thinking. It is about recognizing the creative power of your consciousness and choosing to align it with the version of reality you wish to experience. As you consistently live from this state of fulfillment, you will find that your outer world begins to rearrange itself to match your inner experience. Remember, the universe does not distinguish between what you imagine with feeling and what you experience in the physical world. By living in the end, you are sending a clear and consistent message to the universe about the reality you choose to inhabit. The universe, in its infinite responsiveness, will bring about the conditions necessary to match your inner state. As you practice living in the end, you may encounter moments of doubt or uncertainty. This is natural and to be expected. The key is not to fight against these doubts, but to gently and persistently return to the feeling of your wish fulfilled each time you choose to realign with your desired reality. You strengthen your communication with the universe and accelerate the manifestation process. Now, let us delve into the power of your inner conversations. Every moment or day you are engaged in a continuous dialogue with yourself. These inner conversations shape your beliefs, your expectations, and ultimately your reality. To effectively communicate with the universe, it is crucial to become aware of and deliberately shape these inner dialogues. Begin by paying attention to the habitual thoughts and self-talk that run through your mind. Are they supportive of your desires? Do they affirm your worthiness to receive that which you seek? Or do they undermine your efforts with doubt, criticism, and limitation? Once you become aware of your inner conversations, you can begin to consciously redirect them. Replace thoughts of lack and limitation with affirmations of abundance and possibility. Instead of dwelling on past failures or current challenges, focus your inner dialogue on the successful achievement of your desires. Speak to yourself with the same kindness, encouragement, and unwavering belief that you would offer to a beloved friend. As you master the art of positive inner conversation, you will find that your entire vibration shifts. You begin to radiate confidence, certainty, and positive expectation. This vibrational shift is instantly recognized by the universe, which responds by aligning circumstances and opportunities to match your new inner state. Remember, my dear friends, that learning to communicate with the universe is not a destination but a journey. It is a process of continuous growth, refinement, and expansion. As you practice these principles, you will experience moments of profound alignment and miraculous manifestation. You will also encounter challenges and apparent setbacks. Embrace all of these experiences as opportunities for growth and deeper understanding. Trust in the perfect unfolding of your journey. Know that every experience, whether perceived as positive or negative, is guiding you toward the fullest expression of your dear potential. As you maintain this trust and continue to align your thoughts, feelings, and actions with the reality you wish to create, you become a powerful creator with the universe. In closing, I invite you to step fully into your power as conscious creators. Recognize that you are not separate from the universe, but an integral part of its infinite intelligence and creativity. As you learn to communicate clearly and consistently with this intelligence, you unlock the boundless potential within you. Go forth with courage, with joy, and with the unshakable knowing that the universe is always listening, always responding, always guiding you toward the highest expression of your true self. I implore you to set aside any preconceived notions you may have about demons or the supernatural. For in this context, we speak not of mythical creatures with horns and tails, but of the very real manifestations of negative energy and limiting beliefs that can take root in the minds of those closest to us and indeed within ourselves. As we embark on this journey of understanding, remember that everything in your world is a reflection of your own consciousness. The people you encounter, the relationships you form, and the experiences you have are all projections of your inner state. Therefore, when we speak of spotting demons, we are truly discussing the process of recognizing and transmuting the shadows within our own psyche. Let us begin by understanding that every person in your life is you pushed out. Your friends, your family members, even those you may perceive as enemies, they are all expressions of your own consciousness. When you see a demon in another, you are witnessing a part of yourself that you have not yet fully acknowledged or integrated. The first step in spotting these demons is to cultivate a deep awareness of your own emotional reactions. When you find yourself feeling angry, frustrated, or fearful in the presence of a loved one, pause and ask yourself, what aspect of myself am I seeing reflected in this moment? For it is in these charged emotional states that we often project our own unresolved issues onto others. Consider for a moment a friend who constantly complains about their circumstances. You may feel irritation rising within you, a desire to distance yourself from their negativity. But I say to you, this friend is showing you a part of yourself that you have not yet fully accepted. Perhaps your own tendency towards pessimism or your fear of powerlessness. By recognizing this, you can begin the transformative work of integrating these shadow aspects. Instead of judging or rejecting your friend, you can use their behavior as a mirror for self-reflection and growth. This is the true power of imagination and consciousness, the ability to transmute even the most challenging relationships into opportunities for spiritual evolution. Now let us delve deeper into the specific manifestations of these demons in our friends and family. One common form is the energy vampire. Those who seem to drain your vitality and leave you feeling depleted after interactions. This demon often manifests as constant neediness, excessive complaining, or an insatiable desire for attention. But remember, my dear listeners, that this energy vampire is not separate from you. It is a reflection of your own unmet needs, your own fears of inadequacy or abandonment. By recognizing this, you can begin to fill yourself with the divine love and abundance that is your true nature. As you do so, you will find that the energy vampires in your life begin to transform, or perhaps they will naturally fall away as they no longer resonate with your vibration. Another demon you may encounter is the manipulator, those who seek to control through guilt, shame, or subtle coercion. This can be particularly painful when manifested in close family members. But again, I urge you to look within. Where in your life have you given away your power? In what ways have you manipulated others or allowed yourself to be manipulated? By confronting these questions with honesty and compassion, you begin to reclaim your divine authority. You recognize that no one can make you feel or do anything without your consent. This realization is profoundly liberating, for it places the power of change squarely in your hands. As you continue to observe the people in your life, you may notice the demon of jealousy or competition. This often appears as constant comparisons, backhanded compliments, or attempts to undermine your success. But my friends, competition is an illusion born from the belief in lack. In truth, there is no shortage of abundance in this infinite universe. When you encounter jealousy in others, use it as an opportunity to affirm your own worthiness and the limitless nature of creation. Know that your success does not diminish anyone else's potential for greatness. By holding this truth in your consciousness, you will begin to see the jealousy in others dissolve, replaced by genuine celebration and mutual support. Now let us address a particularly insidious demon, the doubter. This is the voice that questions your dreams, that tells you to be realistic, that seeks to keep you small and safe. When you hear these words from friends or family, recognize that they are echoing your own inner doubts and fears. But I say to you with absolute conviction that you are a divine being with infinite potential. Your imagination is the very workshop of creation, and within it lies the power to manifest any reality you desire. When faced with a doubter, whether external or internal, affirm your true nature as a creative force in this universe. Visualize yourself already in possession of your desire. Feel the joy, the gratitude, the absolute knowing that it is yours. As you persist in this state, you will find that the doubters in your life begin to shift. They may become supporters, or they may simply fade from your experience as you align with a new vibration of possibility. Another demon you may encounter is the victim, those who constantly portray themselves as powerless in the face of circumstances. They may speak of bad luck, unfair treatment, or a world conspiring against them. But remember, there are no victims in this universe, only creators who have forgotten their true power. When you witness the victim mentality in others, use it as an opportunity to affirm your own creatorship. Know that you are the author of your life story, and you have the power to rewrite any aspect that no longer serves you. By holding this truth, you offer those around you a new possibility the chance to step into their own divine power and take responsibility for their creation. As we continue our exploration, let us consider the demon of addiction. This may manifest as substance abuse, but it can also appear as addiction to drama, to negative thinking, or to self-sabotaging behaviors. When you see these patterns in friends or family, look within to see where you may be addicted to limiting beliefs or self-destructive habits. The antidote to addiction is not willpower or struggle, but rather a shift in consciousness. As you fill yourself with the awareness of your true divine nature, you naturally lose the desire for lesser substitutes. By embodying this truth, you become a living example of freedom and wholeness for those around you. Now, my dear listeners, I want to address a crucial point. As you become more adept at spotting these demons in others, it is imperative that you do not fall into the trap of judgment or condemnation. Remember, everyone is on their own journey of awakening, and what you perceive as negative behavior is often a cry for love and understanding. Instead of rejecting or trying to change others, focus on changing your own consciousness. As you elevate your vibration through persistent imagination and unwavering faith, you will naturally attract experiences and relationships that match your new state of being. Those who are ready will be uplifted by your example, and those who are not will naturally fall away. Let us now discuss the demon of perfectionism, a particularly subtle and destructive force that can manifest in ourselves and those around us. This demon often appears as relentless self-criticism, impossibly high standards, and a fear of failure that paralyzes action. When you encounter this in friends or family, recognize it as a reflection of your own inner drive for excellence taken to an extreme. The truth is, my friends, that you are already perfect in your divine essence. Your worth is not determined by your achievements or the opinions of others, but by the simple fact of your existence as a unique expression of the infinite. By embracing this truth and extending compassion to yourself and others, you dissolve the grip of perfectionism and open the door to joyful, inspired action. Another demon you may encounter is the gossip, those who derive pleasure from speaking ill of others or spreading negative information. This behavior often stems from a deep-seated insecurity and a desire to feel superior. When you find yourself in the presence of gossip, whether as a participant or a listener, pause and ask yourself, what part of me is seeking validation through it? By recognizing this impulse within yourself, you can choose to redirect that energy towards uplifting and empowering conversations. As you make this shift in your own consciousness, you will find that the gossipers in your life either transform their behavior or naturally fade from your experience. Now let us address the demon of codependency, a pattern of excessive emotional or psychological reliance on others. This often manifests as a blurring of personal boundaries, a loss of individual identity, or a compulsive need to rescue or fix others. When you observe these tendencies in your relationships, look within to see where you may be seeking external validation or avoiding responsibility for your own happiness. The remedy for codependency is the realization of your completeness as a divine being. You are whole and perfect, lacking nothing. As you embody this truth, you naturally attract relationships based on a mutual respect and shared growth rather than need or obligation. Another demon to be aware of is the chronic complainer, those who seem to find fault in every situation and rarely express gratitude or contentment. This behavior often stems from a deeply ingrained habit of negative focus, reinforced by years of practice. When you encounter chronic complainers, use it as an opportunity to examine your own thought patterns and the stories you tell about your life. Remember, my dear friends, that your experience of reality is shaped by what you choose to focus on. By consciously directing your attention towards the good, the beautiful and the possible, you reshape your world from the inside out. As you cultivate an attitude of gratitude and possibility, you will find that the complainers in your life either shift their perspective or naturally drift away. Let us now explore the demon of rigidity, those who cling desperately to their beliefs and resist any form of change or new ideas. This demon often manifests as dogmatism, closed-mindedness, or a fear of the unknown. When you encounter this in others, look within to see where you may be holding on to outdated beliefs or resisting your own growth. The antidote to rigidity is the cultivation of mental flexibility and a willingness to embrace the unknown. Remember that your beliefs are not who you are. They are simply tools for navigating reality. By holding your beliefs lightly and remaining open to new possibilities, you create space for continuous growth and expansion. Now, my friends, I want to address a particularly subtle demon, the false light. This is the person who presents themselves as spiritually evolved, compassionate, and wise, but whose actions betray a hidden agenda of ego gratification or manipulation. They may use spiritual language and concepts to avoid accountability or to exert control over others. When you encounter the false light, it is an opportunity to refine your own discernment and to deepen your commitment to authentic spiritual growth. Remember that true spirituality is not about appearing enlightened or accumulating esoteric knowledge, but about embodying love, compassion, and integrity in your daily life. As we near the conclusion of our exploration, I want to emphasize a crucial point. The ultimate goal of spotting these demons is not to eradicate them, but to integrate and transmute them. Every shadow aspect, every challenging behavior you witness in others is an opportunity for your own growth and expansion. By recognizing these demons as parts of yourself that you have not yet fully embraced, you open the door to profound healing and transformation. As you extend love and acceptance to these disowned aspects of your psyche, you reclaim your power and become more whole. Remember, my dear listeners, that everyone in your life is playing a role in your awakening. Even those who challenge you the most are, in truth, your greatest teachers. By shifting your perception and choosing to see the divine essence in every person, regardless of their behavior, you accelerate your own spiritual evolution. As we bring this discourse to a close, I invite you to take a moment to reflect on the relationships in your life. See if you can identify any of the demons we have discussed. But instead of judging or trying to change others, focus on changing your own consciousness. Imagine yourself surrounded by a radiant light of divine love and acceptance. See this light expanding outward, enveloping your friends, your family, and even those you may have perceived as enemies. Feel the warmth of compassion and understanding filling your heart. Now make a commitment to yourself. Choose one area where you have recognized a demon in your life and set the intention to transmute it through the power of your imagination. Perhaps it's releasing a grudge, setting healthier boundaries, or cultivating more self-love. Visualize yourself already embodying this change. Feel the relief, the joy, the sense of empowerment that comes with this transformation. Know that as you shift your own consciousness, the entire world around you will begin to reflect this new state of being. My friends, the power to create heaven on earth lies within you. It is not something to be sought outside of yourself, but a truth to be remembered and lived. As you master the art of spotting and integrating these demons, you become a beacon of light and possibility for all those around you. Go forth with the knowing that you are a divine creator capable of shaping your reality through the power of your imagination and belief. Let your life be a testament to the transformative power of love, acceptance, and conscious awareness. And remember always that the world you see is a reflection of your own consciousness. By choosing to see the divine in every person and situation, you call forth that divinity into manifestation. You become the change you wish to see in the world. As we conclude this discourse, I want to leave you with a powerful affirmation. Repeat these words to yourself, feeling that truth resonating in every cell of your being. I am a divine being, infinite in my potential and complete in my essence. I choose to see the light in every person I encounter, knowing that they are but reflections of my own consciousness. I transmute all shadows through the power of love and awareness, creating a world of harmony, joy, and endless possibility. My dear friends, go forth and create miracles, for that is your birthright and your true nature. The world awaits your awakening, and through you, all creation rises to new heights of love and understanding. Remember, the journey of spotting and integrating these demons is not a burden, but a sacred opportunity for growth and expansion. Embrace it with joy and gratitude, knowing that each challenge you face is but a stepping stone to greater awareness and freedom. As you move through your days, practice the art of conscious observation. Watch your thoughts, your emotions, and your reactions to others. In each moment of awareness, you have the power to choose anew, to respond with love rather than fear, to see the divine rather than the demon. And when you inevitably encounter moments of struggle or doubt, return to the sanctuary of your imagination. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and reconnect with the truth of your being. Visualize yourself as the master of your reality, capable of transmuting any negativity into light. In your interactions with friends and family, practice radical acceptance. This does not mean condoning harmful behavior, but rather seeing beyond the surface appearances to the perfect, divine essence that lies within each person. As you hold this vision consistently, you will be amazed at the transformations that unfold. Remember that your words have creative power. Speak of others as you would have them be, not as they may appear in moments of struggle. Your faith in their divine nature can be the catalyst for profound change, awakening them to their own inherent greatness. As you become more adept at spotting and integrating these demons, you may find that your circle of influence naturally expands. People may be drawn to your presence, sensing the peace and authenticity that radiates from your being. Use these opportunities to share your understanding, not through preaching, but through living example. In your journey of awakening, be patient and compassionate with yourself. There may be times when you fall back into old patterns or react from a place of fear rather than love. When this happens, simply acknowledge it without judgment and gently guide yourself back to the truth of your divine nature. Remember that every person you encounter is on their own unique path of awakening. Some may be ready to hear and embrace these truths, while others may not. Honor each person's journey and trust in the perfect unfolding of divine timing. As you continue to apply these principles in your daily life, you will find that your perception of reality begins to shift in profound ways. What once appeared as obstacles or demons will be revealed as opportunities for growth and expansion. You will see the hand of divine intelligence guiding every experience, shaping you into the fullest expression of your potential. In moments of clarity, you may glimpse the larger tapestry of existence, the intricate weaving of all lives and experiences into a grand design of cosmic evolution. Know that your journey of spotting and integrating these demons is a crucial thread in this tapestry, contributing to the awakening of all humanity. As we bring this discourse to its final moments, I invite you to make a sacred commitment to yourself. Declare your intention to remain vigilant in your spiritual practice, to choose love over fear in each moment, and to see the divine in every face you encounter. Visualize yourself as a beacon of light, your very presence transforming the world around you. See the ripples of your awakened consciousness extending outward, touching lives in ways you may never fully comprehend. And always remember, my dear friends, that the ultimate truth of your being can never be diminished or destroyed. No matter what challenges you face, no matter what demons you encounter, your divine essence remains pure and untouched. Go forth with courage, with love, and with the unshakable knowing that you are the creator of your reality. The power to transmute darkness into light, fear into love, and separation into unity lies within you. Embrace it fully and watch as miracles unfold in your life and in the lives of those around you.